Alright, boys and girls. Alright, my friends. Alright, my fellow indulgents in the things that are ecchi and lovely. Immoral Guild episode 12. Immoral Guild has officially come to an end, and I wish I could stay here and I wish I could sit here and be like, wow, what a ride, what a masterpiece, what an experience that was. And you know, in some nature, it was an experience. It was different. Definitely wasn't a masterpiece. Definitely didn't blow me. Kiku maybe. It's definitely didn't blow my socks off, you know, but I find it, let me start with this, and I'll just kind of sum up the show, okay? I find it very intriguing and interesting that this studio decided that on the last episode, and this is Studio TNK, by the way, Studio TNK decided on the last episode of the season that they would information dump to us. Now, part of me, I'm completely okay with information. But what they did was they raised they answered a big question and then didn't answer a bigger question. And they left us kind of on a cliffhanger with that, which is kind of silly. But they gave us information on the last episode, but then didn't really, like, seal it off. Like, just answer the effing question. And what I mean is, you know, Kiku goes to go meet with his Zen master, his Shifu, whatever you want to call him. He goes and meets with, you know, the person that he had trained with or whatever in the past, who is very well-equipped and intelligent about mana and the things that go around the world. So he takes Hitamuki there, and the reason he takes Hitamuki there is to answer some of the questions on why the hell has these things been happening with these monsters? Why have they been putting Hitamuki on the menu of every single dinner every night? Well, it comes to find out that Hitamuki is very well endowed with a mana absorption from the mana around her. That's basically how you can sum it up, is typically a normal person will typically recover or replenish mana at like a 1% rate. Sometimes lower, sometimes higher, but you know, like around 1%. So if I expend, Kamehameha, if I explain all of my expend all of my mana, I'll get it back at about 1%. So maybe if I expend it completely, maybe I get it back in a day or 2 days, maybe 3 days, right? But Hitamuki's thing is that she can get it back 100%. So basically, she can give 100, take 100, give 100, take 100. And basically, she's just a really rare specimen. So that's why she is a delectable buffet item to the monsters, because the monsters really struggle with being able to absorb mana, and because they can basically she's an endless supply of what they want. She is very sought after from the monsters. So, okay, if they answered that question, really cool. I think that's really weird to give us something that could lead to something more. But okay, we answered the question. Cool. The next thing that Kiku even asked this episode, because I was like, okay, I literally wrote down, I was like, okay, this answers Hitamuki, but what about the other girls? Is the professor dude just says, yeah, I know why the monsters are after the girls, but just sum it up as they're not killing them. They like girls. Be good with that. And it's like, okay, well, that's not enough for us. It's like, okay, well, why do the monsters they just like it? You know what I mean? Like, what's the case there? Because they've been nobbling on all the other girls as much as they have Hitamuki. So what's the answer there? We don't know it, and they left us kind of on that dumbass cliffhanger. Like, just answer the effing question, bro. It's so stupid. The rest of the episode too, we kind of got like a little bit of fan service. We got the girls in the school uniforms. Okay, we got that. They were gonna, you know, go and give Kiku a very special day. We never really got to see his super special day, but you know, he came home to a very peculiar sight, with them being just ravaged by the stew that they make. What I did find funny, I did laugh at that, is that Hanabata and the girls, you know, Tokkishiko and Medina, they made a really perfect stew based on a recipe, and it was good. It was tasted good. Kiku would have been ecstatic. But Tokkishiko, being the toxic one that she is, she convinced the girls that, hey, this was not really made by us. We just followed someone's instructions. And she convinced them that they needed to give the food their own little hint of themselves, which encased them in stew, and it blew away their clothes. So there was that. So that was an interesting sight to behold as well for Kikuru and for us. Then the episode just kind of ends with, Kikuru and the girls thanking us for watching, and they go off on another mission, and they end up in an obscene scene in the forest. So, I mean, is what it is, I guess. Overall, I would say this was a good ecchi. This was okay. Overall, I'm gonna start over. Overall, really loud car behind me. Overall, this was a really okay ecchi anime. It was serviceable. It was funny in some moments. I will say that there is a couple of different characters I would really just say Tokkishiko. I really love Tokkishiko. She kind of made the show for me. If she didn't exist, I probably would have fallen off. But I really liked her. I liked her personality, her voice actor, the way she was animated, the way whoever designed her, her toxic traits, all of it. I loved all of it. She was the reason that I kept watching the anime. If it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't have continued watching at all. But with all that said, I just want to say thank you guys for being with me on this ecchi ride. I'm sure we'll find another one in the winter season to come and just all over, and that'll be a fun time too. But with the dog barking behind me, I think that's a good time to go. And just thank you all for being with me all season. I hope to see you guys in the winter season. Let me know your final thoughts on Immortal Guild down below. My friends, from me to you, happy holidays. Peace. Tokkishiko! All love you. Come here.